pleasure to be before you today. I feel so much better, and hopefully you do as well after 2019. We really, as you know, more so during times of volatility and uncertainty, we really go out of our way to make sure that we touch you somehow, some way. You know we're there. You know that we're on top of everything. So for a client that doesn't come in once a year at least, like we like to see our clients, those clients know that every week, because I tell them, every week we're looking at your investments. We meet every week. We talk as a committee. Marty, Ryan, myself, and David Rath, who's a CFA, Certified Financial Analyst, Chartered Financial Analyst. And believe me, not many firms have a CFA. We're very lucky to have a CFA on our team. So between the four of us, we meet every week. We look at every investment we own. In light of full disclosure, 100% of my family's money is invested just like yours is. I wouldn't have it any other way. And there's a lot of money managers out there, wealth managers, that can't say that. I'm proud to say that. I think it's one of the things that makes me stand out more than a lot of firms, that I put all of my money in the same investments that each and every one of my clients are in. So we meet every week. We talk about things. We don't always agree. Sometimes I may have an idea, and I always think my ideas are the best ideas. And, you know, I got some smart guys behind me, and they make me look at things differently. And we go back and forth, and at the end of the meeting, we're always in agreement because we've talked it through. We made sure that everything we do and the changes, which David will get into in his part of the presentation, are right for you. Not that all of our ideas work out, but most of them do. I mean, for the last 15 plus years, our returns have been stellar. We've done a great job for you because you've allowed us to make those decisions on your behalf. So we meet literally every week. And then our lead wealth managers, Ryan, Marty, and myself. Marty and Ryan joined me about 8 years ago. And I say this, and I hope I'm sitting in Mrs. Danahy's chair, you know, decades from now. But I just had a prospective client in a couple weeks ago, and they asked me, well, what happens if something happens to me? What if I get sick? What if I get hit by a bus? And there's some things that I don't want to play out, so believe me, let's just make this a hypothetical. But as of 8 years ago, I've made the investment in our human capital. I built out our team. Marty and Ryan joined me, and together we're strategizing all the time. We're planning for the future. We're making sure that everything we do is in your best interest. And I'm surrounded by some really, really dynamite people. And as I said to that prospective client who did sign on, I said, you don't have to worry about that. As Ryan pointed out recently, Dad, the first 30 years is great. Now we have the next 30 years to look at. And this firm is going to be around no matter what. And I think it's because of the investments that I've made in our team. And I think it's a team that's second to none and pretty special. So these are our lead managers. Now let me jump to the slides that I'm supposed to be on. So real quickly, state of our firm. 11 professionals, 5 CFPs, 2 CPAs, 1 AIF, 1 CFA. Charles Schwab did a survey recently, 1,300 to 1,400 wealth management firms throughout the country. We are in the top 3% of those firms. Only 65 were recognized as best managed, and we're in the top echelon of those 65 firms. Something that I'm proud of on behalf of my team that you met. It couldn't have happened without each and every one of us. I have 11 professionals that I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by. And Charles Schwab has what they call a referral program. We are the only firm in upstate New York that is part of that, another thing that we're very proud of. And the investment that we make in technology is just as important. We're on all the social media platforms, but a lot of you don't realize that we do things like the webinars, and we're doing them every 6 weeks. I think we're going to do more. We do podcasts. We do YouTube videos. You can find all of our radio shows and everything that we do on YouTube, on Facebook, on your favorite podcast program. Just look for Bouchey Financial Group. So we have a lot going on behind the scenes. And if you haven't searched us out, search us out. Now, let's talk about last year when we were here before you. You know, last year we talked about no recession. In hindsight, we made the right call. A lot of money managers ran for the hills. They thought there was a recession coming. There were a couple signs, and I'm going to get more into recession later on in the program. But we didn't feel that way, and in hindsight, we had an unbelievable and amazing 2019, which reflects on your returns for the year. We're always looking for those recessionary concerns. We know we can't time the market. I haven't seen one market timer make the list of Forbes, richest 100 people in the world. If they did, it would be an easy game. We make systematic changes to the portfolio, which David will get into, and we never ever have any knee-jerk reactions. We never ever panic. Believe me, the one thing that I think we do that I'm proud of, with all the other things I'm so proud of, is we take the emotion out of the decision-making process for you. I always tell my clients, we want you to know that you can sleep at night. We're worried all the time about making the right decisions. We do the right thing, and I think taking the emotion out of the decision-making process, 2018, the fourth quarter, when the market was down almost 20%, a lot of people said to me, your phone must be ringing off the hook. I said, actually, it's not. Very seldom do we have clients that call us during times of uncertainty. And I think that's because we communicate with our clients so well, and I think that our clients know that we're there and we don't drop the ball. We do a pretty good job in my eyes. So that's real quick last year. And this year, I'm going to hand off the presentation to Marty, who will lead us off and get us into 2020 and beyond. Thank you.